So do you have part of your supply chain or logistics operations outsourced? If you do, well, I mean, it's very common these days. About 85% of businesses actually have some component of logistics and supply chain outsourced. And there's a lot of really good reasons for doing it. I was talking at a conference recently to a group of people about outsourcing, and we were talking about some of the reasons for outsourcing and some of the benefits. And it's interesting, you know, a lot of people think that by outsourcing you're going to save money. That's quite rare, and we actually had a bit of a debate about that, but let me give you the sort of short answer to that debate. If you are currently operating a warehouse operation, for example, and you're going to a third-party logistics company and you're saying, hey, we want you to operate this warehouse similar to the way we're doing it, you obviously have to make a profit doing it, and by the way, we'd like you to do all of that at a lower cost than we have currently. That's a pretty big ask, really, isn't it? Because the only way you're going to save money is probably if you're really bad at it, and they're much better, so they can do it much more cost effectively. Or there's a few instances, actually, where a third-party logistics company should be able to do it a lot cheaper. Maybe your operation is quite small, and so you don't have any economies of scale. Maybe it requires specialist technology or assets or expertise, and the 3PL has that. So that can be you know, one way that you can get a reduced cost. But generally, just generally, outsourcing won't actually save you money. What it does do, though, is give you access to the expertise, the technology, the geographic reach, and all sorts of benefits, and that's why 85% of companies do it. Now, the sad thing is, I mean, I've been involved in helping people with outsourcing for about 20 years, but the sad thing is that people get into some terrible outsourcing relationships, and I often liken it to a marriage. You know, you've got to be very careful about picking your partner and pick the right partner for the long term and so on. And so what I do at our Supply Chain Leaders Academy, for example, is I take people through a step-by-step process, all the detail of how to do that effectively. Now, if you want to know more information about outsourcing and some other sort of supply chain tips, why not just jump on the link above this video, because what I've got there for you is actually a recorded breakfast seminar. It's one of our recent breakfast seminars with a number of executives, and I think on that one the topics were, you know, picking the right KPIs and developing a supply chain strategy and understanding cost to serve. So you can sit through that seminar and watch that at your leisure. And also at the end of the seminar, I actually talk about our Supply Chain Leaders Academy. So who knows, that might be of interest to you as well. But you'll get some great tips from just watching the seminar. Just jump on the link and I'll see you on the other side.